Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We back. Degenerocity. You got a problem with it?
Yep.
Exactly.
Do
I
your
thought so. We got tipping culture. Hey, man. A lot of people got they different opinions about it.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of people, I've seen different opinions. I'll say this. I feel like your opinions are swayed and changed when you've been there, like in that industry, worked in that industry. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or know somebody who close with somebody who works in that industry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Most people who might not agree with me either have not worked there or don't personally know anyone who works in those is to understand.
Yeah.
I think being a server kind of humbles you in a certain way. And those who don't want to be humbled typically break from it and can't make it in that industry.
Gotcha.
Me now, like, to be completely honest, I think I could still go back and excel in that industry. Mm-hmm. Just from my experience being in it. It's I ain't gonna hold you. Good servers are real good grinders. Mm-hmm. Like they're people who like understand grinding and working hard but still be humble at the same time.
Yeah. And
I ain't gonna hold you. My mom surprised me with her thoughts. Mm-hmm. She was talking to me about it last week, and I said, I'm surprised at your thoughts. But we'll get into that as we get into the video, man. Make sure you smash, like it.
Do some.
Check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. Hey, go over there to that Patreon. It's in the link in the description. And if y'all could, please go over there to the Facebook link and go show us some love by liking our Facebook page as well.
Most definitely.
We're trying to grow over there on that Facebook as well, so please run it up for us. But also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
We highly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what the topic is. See what we're going to be discussing on today. Let's go.
Tipping. A generous act of courtesy you do when you're more than satisfied with the service you were provided, and you give them a little extra money. Usually you give these to your servers at restaurants, your barber, and strippers, just as a way of telling them you're doing a good job. Go get yourself a nice pair of undies. And this overall thing is practiced all around the world. It's not exactly a foreign concept for anybody. Tipping is a normal thing, but no place on earth lets it give out the tip more than the US of A. We go X Games mode with the tipping over here, cause we be giving everybody tips. We tip our delivery drivers, taxis, bellhops, housekeeping, house movers, bartenders. If you're an in-person service, then most likely you accept tips. Even my homie's last job at the gas station where he just pumped people's gas, he got over $100 in tips in one day.
You might be in New Jersey, cause I ain't never heard no other area be pumping gas.
Not now.
That's what I'm saying. Not now. Besides New Jersey, I think it's still a thing in New Jersey that they don't pump their own gas, and I think it's a law or something. I swear, I think somebody said I swear, it's New Jersey. I know for a fact it's New Jersey, but I don't know if but it's something. They still come out and pump your gas for you, and you tip them.
Okay.
So.
Didn't even know people tip for that. We love to tip everybody except the homeless. But has it gone too far? Let me go off real quick. But I've been seeing tipping options where I've never seen them before. Like counter services, cashiers. I've never heard of tipping cashiers, but those blue blocks on the iPad beg to differ. One time I went to a concert and I went to the merch booth. I got a hoodie, bro handed me the hoodie, then turned around his iPad for a tip. Now I know these people don't get paid.
That is going out of hand. That is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand in a lot of places. And I'll say this: if your prices are already steep, do not be like looking for a tip.
Yeah.
And then I hate the thing. I'm trying to think
of all the places I go.
I hate the thing now. It's gonna prompt you for some questions.
Oh.
And I'll be like,
I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, like even like the little vegan spot we go to.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, sometimes I really don't be wanting to hit that tip.
And I always do. But I'm like, damn,
y'all overcharge anyway.
Already and overcharging, but I still tip because
y'all change the price. It's like y'all finagle the price every fucking time we go in there.
Like no set price. I don't like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, what's up with that, bro?
And then depending on who ranking you up, and if they don't, I'm like,
Because I didn't even look at the total today when I went. I was just like, just normal. But I'll say this: if your people are already making hourly wage, stop trying to force tipping on people. It's a general. Even Starbucks employees be kind of looking at y'all like, oh, you can tip me, dog. But I'm like, technically,
but they have it on the app now.
But what I'm saying is, y'all also make good pay, good hourly wage. So. But even at Publix, when we go to Publix, they got the little thing that say "Don't tip me."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I done seen people when they take your groceries out to the car for you. Now, if you just bagging my groceries, don't think I'm finna tip you. But if you carrying my groceries and I got
but they always ask though.
But that's because that's like.
I mean, they probably
that's
have
like
to.
Chick-fil-A, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Them niggas it ain't my pleasure, but bitch, I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying?
I think they want to get out of there.
If you ain't carrying my groceries out and actually doing some stuff for me and stuff, especially when it's hot outside, baby, don't look for no tip. But some places don't, you know what I'm saying? But he showed where that is getting out of hand now.
Well, but what in that interaction concurred a tip? Did he slip me $100 bill in a hoodie that I didn't see? I don't think so. So, I don't think I'm gonna tip. But I would usually see these in local businesses most of the time, so that's all fine and dandy. But I've heard Starbucks is also doing tips. Now, I don't really go to Starbucks because it's just not for me. I like my coffee a certain way. I like my coffee how I like my men. Long, black, and Vietnamese. And no offense to you Starbucks employees out there, but I'ma treat y'all like McDonald's and Burger King. Why would I tip the drive-thru cashier? That just sounds unnecessary. And as long as those restaurants are not asking for tips, then I'm never gonna tip. Don't get no ideas, please. However, I understand why these workers would want to tip, though. They work low-wage jobs, and sometimes they got families to take care of at home, so a tip or two would make their lives a little bit easier. But I'm selfish. I'm not trying to tip at Wendy's, bro. But I know that day will eventually come. I can smell it. This is the US. We'll somehow incorporate tipping into everything, so the employers can justify why they're paying their employees minimum wage. And whenever someone doesn't tip, they get mad at us instead of the business that's giving them a
Bro, you remember that video right here?
I do.
And I'm like, and they did tip. They just didn't tip you what you thought they were gonna tip you.
Yeah.
And you talking about nice. Bitch, just because I got a nice house, bro, it's crazy how, I do agree with the fact of you do sign up for the job, so you do understand what comes with it.
Yeah.
I don't know how DoorDash and stuff work, but I thought it was hourly and the tip was just bonus. I might be completely wrong. If you do DoorDash, please let me know in the comment section down below how the pay thing work. But me as a server, I done bust my ass before on tables and then get $1. I just be like, hey, it is what it is.
And it's not even
come with territory.
Yeah, and I was about to say it's not even a lack that you
you
know, if you're at work that you were doing. Just some people just don't believe in tipping or feel like they don't have to.
Yeah.
Let me correct that. You don't have to, but people just don't tip, no matter how good the work is.
Yeah. I trust me, I done seen it all. And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm the type of person when I would still be there if I was the server today. Yeah. If I'm serving, do not give me no damn kids. I don't give a fuck what you do for a job. I don't care. Y'all just don't understand. At a certain age, y'all don't understand. Yeah. Shit, and I used to be like, it'd be some teenagers. I'd be like, niggas, what y'all motherfuckers want, bro? I ain't got time for it. And then they be the main ones want to run you. Yeah. And I'd be like, not today. I'm going to work with some grown folks. Mm-hmm. Y'all come late. I've been at it.
Living wage. That's why tipping is super pushed. So restaurants, for example, can pay their waiters low salaries to encourage them to aim for tips. So the waiters have to be as upstanding, top of their tippy toes, holly jolly of a worker as possible to try to get ends meet. So the customer can walk away feeling happy about their experience, the owner of the restaurant being happy because of the profit and good look of the business, while the waiters walk away with a $2 tip and food stamps for a salary. Or at least that's just my theory, my game theory. Now, people that have never had a job might say, ain't that a good thing? It makes the waiters actually try to do their job well, bro. Ain't nobody wanna work minimum wage, period, bro, in this economy. Doesn't matter if I'm getting tips. All it takes is one bad day of penny pinching tips to be like, well, Scoob, I guess we have to eat whatever's in the fridge tonight. I should know. I used to be a waiter. I was a waiter for weddings and other events in my late senior year, and my wage was decent, $15 an hour, and for a high school student, that's pretty good. Plus, I only worked on the weekends. Man, this job was gonna be a breeze. But that was only because I was a kid. I ain't need that much in the first place. All I thought is, if I can afford food, sold. But to spoil the fun, most of the time, I did not get any tips or very little tips. And 95% of my gigs was at weddings, so the food was already paid for. I was giving these niggas free food, and I got nothing. And I was always all nice and shit. I was never mean.
That's a little different. What he's doing is totally different than working at Applebee's, Chili's, from an Olive Garden, Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Lobster, or even to a Ruth Chris and all those.
Like actual food chain.
Yeah, like actually, like being a server at an event like that. That's the reason why you get paid $15 an hour. Them motherfuckers already know they ain't finna tip you because you part of the staff.
Yeah.
And that's different. You been, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a lot totally different. Until you, like, my thing is, until you experience the that serving on top of like a chain restaurant serving wise, the atmosphere was totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas free food, and I got nothing. And I was always all nice and shit. I was never mean. I was all like, hello, hot diggity day. What would you lovely people like to have? I thought I was doing a good job. I even shaved off my hair to be more presentable, which is something I still regret to this day. Don't cut the hair you love for no jobs. Unless it look like this, you might get no job with that. I did get tips sometimes. The biggest tip I've ever gotten was $40 from a table of old white women and a gay dude. And from then on, they became my target audience. I'd always pick the table with the gay niggas, cause I know they'd give me the biggest tip. And me complaining about small tips might sound like a trivial problem, but I'm talking about like in the grand scheme of things of this kind of job. Like if I was an adult with this job paying bills, taxes, rent, all that, I could not live like this. I know this because I had coworkers in their late 20s, 30s, 40s who said they couldn't take care of themselves with this wage. That's why they sold drugs on the side. That's why we should hold these businesses accountable to have higher wages for their employees so they don't have to rely on tips anymore. We must rise against this corrupt business practice. Who's with me? Hey, you're just saying this because you just don't want to pay tips no more. Well, duh. I don't like tipping. Who does? Who wants to pay more of their own money when they don't have to? I'm not a misogynist, a masochist. Wrong word. I am the other one. I'm not saying I don't tip. I do. But mainly because I want to at least try to balance out my good deeds with my bad ones when I'm in the pearly gates. I'm not trying to go to hell because I didn't tip my IHOP waitress who so happened to be battling cancer and diabetes that one time. I'm trying to get to heaven. But if I gave zero, darns, dangs, or I would almost never tip. I would look at the bill.
No, I'm talking about that man. Talk about he tip his IHOP waitress.
I was like, wait, what you talking about?
No, I'm talking about, like, bruh, you have to put all her business out there.
We don't know who she is.
We don't know. See, we don't know.
Don't know a thing.
Darns, dangs, or I would almost never tip. I would look at the bill, then pay the bill, then end it there. I would only tip if I received outstanding service, because, you know, most services nowadays are just average, you know, regular stuff. Nothing to point out, but you still supposed to tip. In a perfect world, I would only tip if the person is enthusiastically nice. Fast service, give me a back massage, and also pay for my food. Then I would tip. I can understand tipping delivery drivers because they also need the money to pay for their gas, but that can go with the higher wage argument that I said earlier. And if they show up mad late, then I don't have to tip them. We should bring back the 30 minutes or less or the food is free rule. I'd start ordering food from Russia on purpose. Save myself a stack. And like I said earlier, I know these people need these tips to survive. I know they have mouths to feed. I know. I feel you. But in the back of my mind, I know I have mouths to feed too. My own mouth. And tipping is slowly taking that away from me. Now I'm gonna starve. And remember earlier when I said tipping is not a foreign concept? Well, apparently it is to most countries. Every time I look in the comment section for a post regarding tipping, 90% of the comments will be from foreigners saying, well, over here in Timbuktu, Jumanji land, we never even heard of tipping. I didn't even know.
I hate those comments, bro. Like, we over here talking about American shit, then here y'all go, but well, over here, we got, like, bro. But all right, we don't want to get on what you got over there. You know what I'm saying? But if we talked about that, then it's a whole different ballpark. But I say this: if you ain't never worked, like again, I think everybody should. I always said this, and I told you this before. I think everybody should have an experience in the service business, in the service industry. You know what I'm saying?
What's the service industry?
I'm really talking about that food service industry.
Because you're talking about the food service industry, and personally. Which I to each his own, but personally, I don't feel like I have to work in the food industry.
I'm saying it's
to
a little
know
different.
That
it's different.
That's cool, and you may have some people that's be in that industry and they be just as worse as somebody that didn't.
And I'm gonna say this: most of those people are the ones who never panned out, and they always be, I don't get no tip, because I've seen it.
So what you said, work in it and be good in it.
No. Like, my thing is, because I've seen it happen. Because I was a training server. So, new hires, I trained them how to serve. Because I was excelled at it. And I say this. Oh, boy, you make $15 an hour. Cool. Me, all right, I was making $2-some an hour. But with my tips and me and how I worked and how good I was at the time, which this was a long time ago. Yeah. But, like, this is like, you know what I'm saying, early 2010s. I was making at least $25 an hour. Mm-hmm. My mom wasn't even making that at her corporate job. You know what I'm saying? I was really making more money than my mom, but I'm fresh out of high school. And she like, damn, y'all, you pulling that.
Was that consistent?
Yeah. Me off rip, I'm making that for sure. $25 an hour, facts. That's flipping tables. If you know how to turn tables, but, you get them in, get them out. Like, you know how to work. I always say work your way up. That's how I did. I started off as a host. Then I went into the kitchen. Because my thing is, it's all about building relationships. And you learn how to, you learn how to just network. Network within a business. So I started off as a host, became a lead host. I got to know the customers. Yeah. I knew where the customer wanted to sit. I knew their vibe. I knew their energy. So they were already familiar with me. Then when I would branch off and went into the kitchen, I understood the kitchen and started building network and building connection with the kitchen people. Then I went into my tail out to the server as a server. So now I already got the relationship with the customers. Now I got the relationship with the cooks. My shit always came out fresh, fast, and in a hurry. Hey, I need that on the fly. I fucked up. I need this on the fly. We got you, bro. Go and grab that one. We'll replace their food with this. Yeah. All right, cool. Now they why my food taking so long? I don't know. We working right here. They done gave me your food because I built that relationship. You know, that's what, like, and that's life theory. Like, life is about the relationships you build and being able to execute those. And that's how it taught me certain life skills. It's being able to properly network, build those relationships, because you never know who you might need down the line. So no matter who you come across, you still treat them as you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my point that I was trying to make, though, I definitely get what you're trying to say. But my point I was trying to make, I feel like I don't have to work in the food service industry. I've worked in like with customers and sales and out in public, but I don't feel like I have to work in the food service industry because I'm a good ass tipper. Never been in no type of good ass tipper. Just point blank period.
Hey.
And
let me say this real quick. Hey, if you live in the Nashville area, you ever see Kid and C coming to your restaurant? Hey, you might want to, you know what I'm saying? We always look out for those. I'm just letting you know.
And personally, it has nothing to do with the fact that you have the experience. It's just the person that I am. Yeah. So that's just that. So to each his own. But if you feel like you have to,
I just honestly, and also the reason why I say it because I fucking enjoyed it. It was a fun atmosphere.
I feel you.
from another restaurant, I started off as a busboy. So a busboy, wash dishes. So I have the full experience.
You just passionate about it.
Besides being a bartender, you know what I'm saying? I can't make you no cocktails or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I make you a little drinky drink, you know what I'm saying? If you trying to get, you know what I'm saying, faded, you know what I'm saying, and not see it, I can fuck with your boy. I might get you know what I'm saying, a little faded, you know what I'm saying? But as a, you know what I'm saying, real bartender, know all the, like, your drafts and all that. Nah, that ain't for me. Nah, that ain't my forte. But I was just saying, it was a fun experience, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it.
Now, for that, that'd be
fun.
cool. Because, like, my friend had, like, texted us today. It was like...
She still enjoyed it.
She enjoys serving. She was like, is it crazy that I want a serving job even though I'm like, no. Because she just loves the atmosphere. So it... Yeah. Teach his own.
It's fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's a quick
fast
hustle.
Money.
Yeah, and
it's fast money. She loves that. So
and you know what's so crazy? A lot of people be thinking, if you a cute face, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to read them tables. Yeah. You read them tables so when they walk in the door, you understand pockets.
Yeah, and then was another thing. She was like, football season starting back up because that's like around the sports time for her. Like at the
I didn't like it.
The bar, but she loves it. The one that she was in, it was perfect for her.
Because I hate people sitting. I like my tables to keep turning.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying? I like to get you in and out. I like to, you know what I'm saying, rotate them damn tables. I don't like people who sit. You know what I'm saying? You sitting, you running up a tab, then you get alcohol. You running my bartender tab up.
But going back to what you said, but if you cute though, if you're a little cute,
no, I said that don't always work.
No, I said don't always work, but for some people it do.
Anji was a real place, but it sounds like heaven if they don't tip. And it makes me think the people of the U.S. here are purposely fucking me with this tipping shit. It's to be expected we tip 20 to 25% of the bill here. No. You have a better chance pulling a gun on me and robbing me because that's the only way you're gonna get that much money out of me. And I've been seeing news reports about how there's a spread of self-checkout machines with tipping options. Who the hell am I tipping? Mr. and Mrs. Walmart themselves? Why they need my money? Why they need a tip? Any self-checkout tipping machine out there could suck the tip of my pee-pee. That's what you could do. And like I said earlier, I do tip my delivery drivers and waiters. I do. But I hate tipping. I bloody hate it. If I could abolish it, I would. I hate it. However, I know it's the right thing to do. Or at least I was raised to believe if I don't tip my waiters, I'm a which I don't really believe now, but I begrudgingly admit tipping won't kill me, so I still tip. How much I tip? None of your beeswax. And even though I tip most of the time, I'm not gonna tell y'all you should tip. You could do whatever you want with the money you've earned. Like, I could be spending my money on helping the children in Africa and building houses there. But how else am I supposed to pay for my drip? I need money for my clothes, man. Those kids in Africa, they're not gonna pay for me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on tipping. Employees need better pay so I can stop paying. And in conclusion,
element of surprise. Did you pray today? Did you pray today? Because if you didn't, I'ma have to take you down on some gangster shit.
See, you know what he was saying. Why you tried to?
I didn't know that was what he about to say.
Did you pray today?
I heard that. Yeah.
Did you pray today? But to each his own when it comes down to tipping.
Definitely to each his own.
The 20-25% I do not agree with. I always recommend around the 15%. If you just a basic simple tipper, do around the 15%. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Yeah. Do I say you need to tip any and everybody? No. Especially, like, I ain't gonna hold you. If I go to go, do I look like I'm tipping? 9 times out of 10, not. Because I understand how y'all get paid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I feel generous, I might hit a 10% on your ass. But when I go out and I should sit down, for one, I don't run my service. Because I've been there, done it. Oh. When I was a server, you're not finna run me. Every time I come to the table, do not tell me you need something.
Oh my goodness.
So I try. Only thing on the side of the person being served on, please keep my drink refilled. Yeah. Like the drinks are already be too expensive. Yeah. They overtaxed for them damn drinks. Keep the drink going. You know what I'm saying? Like other than that.
Excuse me.
Like you gotta,
and I don't even like going out. I've told you this many
Yeah.
times. I don't even like going out with certain people that either. Okay, my thing is you don't have to tip. Like it's not mandatory. But if you're going to be running your server like every single time, it's always something, or you complaining about something, or just like every little thing, you just got them back and forth, giving them a hard time, and you don't tip on top of that. I hate going out with you.
I say this: there's a thing as restaurant etiquette. Mm-hmm. Please understand restaurant etiquette, and if you don't have it, learn it. Yeah. Like you should not be like, bro, come on now. They're your servers, not your slave. Yeah. Like me, I try to make sure when I sit down, I'm gonna try to make this an easy experience for you, right, and for myself too. As long as the food is good and the experience is nice, trust me, I'm gonna tip you way more than you expecting. Yeah. That's just how I am. Sometimes we don't tip bigger than the bill. Yeah. And the bill between two individuals on a regular smackler day, it can be $30 or $40 for two individuals. But you know what I'm saying, and that's
don't
not
catch me on a good day.
No, that's not bragging. No, that's just me saying, hey, I'm looking out for the next man in life, because I'm not. And sometimes it's just put on my heart to do so. Yeah, I'm blessed, so I want to be a blessing unto you. Like we're blessed to live the life we live and don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. So
and that's just like doing for people. That's one of my gift giving.
Yeah, like
language. I don't know. I just like doing for people. But yeah,
I just hate like how certain people act when they go out to eat, man. Yeah, and then they just be like, if they ain't want to make they should have found another job. So if everybody went out here and said, hey, we ain't gonna work for that $2, we gonna go out here and work a regular job, y'all will be complaining. Well, I can't go out and sit down nowhere and eat. Hell, what the hell I'm supposed to do?
Cook at home.
And a lot of y'all too lazy to do that. So that's why y'all go out and sit down. So just be mindful that these people are actually. But now when it comes down to your delivery driver, now if you do live out in Timbuktu, you know what I'm saying, tip them a little bit of something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have to go out there in that traffic. You know what I'm saying? But do I say everybody deserves a tip? Nah. Like when you go on to pulling up to like a Jamba Juice, Smoothie King, you know what I'm saying? Like you can tip every night, but it ain't no. I just hate starting to see. I think they're overdoing the tipping thing right now.
Lately, I've seen it a lot. Like with places like that you just said. Yeah. Then I'm always in the back of my mind. I'm like, who is this going to exactly? Like is it?
Oh, that's another point I want.
Is it being like? And I don't know how that works when it comes to that.
And that honesty, if y'all go out to eat, please start getting cash for your service. If you know, you know. Please don't tip on a credit card. Please tip your people, because that's what we typically do. Yeah. Or we be like, damn, we ain't got no cash. We'll go to the ATM, run and get an ATM. Be like, hey, we're going to put the meal on the card, and we just going to have a certain amount, and depending on the service. The service, yeah. We tip pertaining to the service. Now, we feel like blessed to give, then we're blessed to give, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's better to give than it is to receive. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But, hey, because me being a server, I used to love them cash tips. Feel like a stripper in that bitch. Run me my cash. And then at the end of the day, they be like, how much you made? I ain't made number $20, bro. Yeah, that's all you made? Yeah, bro. I ain't made number $20, bro. Your business. Don't worry about how much. But you got a lot of cash. Came in with it. I worked 5 hours, man. I only made $20. That's it. Run me my Twinkie, bro, so I can go get some gas and go home. But I got $140 in my pocket in cash, bro. Don't worry about how I got that. I came in with me and going out with me.
But you know, at the end of the day, though, because people feel how they feel, like you said in the beginning, it's not mandatory. You don't have to, so don't feel pressured to. But I mean, you know, giving. Like you said, giving is better than receiving. Yeah, you know, it's okay to.
And if you want to go get a service job, man, don't be discouraged, man. Just go in and try to achieve like network, build your reputation amongst the restaurant, and how people, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you. For real. Get you a long way, man. But hey, man, y'all spam what's up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comments, man. But as always, I do go by the name Degenerocity. This is
Here to Post.
We are.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.